What's going on, guys? This is Damian from The Lookout, and I'm here with PRZEMYSLAW, who took 7th place with BROLY BR Swap at the Zenkai Showdown event. Like, this is crazy, you know, like, this is a blast from the past. PRZEMYSLAW, how are you today?
Well, I'm pretty fine. I was just looking forward to make this deck review, and that's why I'm all pumped up for this day.
Nice. So, yeah, this is a weird choice in the current meta, but you've played BROLY, I remember, back at the Fest event as well. So, how come I've been told that you are an absolute monster with BROLY BR. So, what was your thought process behind taking this deck?
Well, this is deck that I knew the best from all of those I've played. And all the new ones that I've got are just or not finished, or I just know them too little. So this was for me obvious choice because I didn't know other decks, or I didn't have them. So I couldn't pull from others that much that I can pull from this one.
Nice. So, for our viewers, let's just go through the deck, starting briefly. Can you explain the leader, and then we'll go from 1-drop all the way to BROLY Crown, basically.
Okay. So, leader on the non-awakened side is, well, he has activate main, that I can take one life from to my hand, and then he got a critical. I'm just using it to decrease amount of my life that I need to activate awaken. And the other effect is add up to 1 red extra card with an energy cost of 1 from your deck to your hand. Shuffle your deck, then negate this skill for the game. So basically I'm using it to pick up the Violent Ray or Planet Vampire. It depends if I have the BROLY Astonishing Potential 1-drop in my hand, on my starting hand. Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Because this is the main thing to start the chain. So the leader on the Awaken side, Awaken is just untap 2 energy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And on the Awaken side, this leader has a critical when I have red BROLY PR on my side of the field. The cost doesn't matter here. When I attack, I draw 1 card and he gets plus 5k for the battle. So this is for me also an awesome option, because people usually doesn't want to block the 20k bit stick.
Yeah.
Or when they want to do it, they just have to burn super combo. So it's also profit for me.
Nice.
And the second auto that I use very often is when one of my BROLY BRs is KO'd or sent by an opponent's skill away from my battle area. Then I can send 1 card from my hand to drop area and to play 1 BROLY BR of cost of 4 or less from my hand. So this is the note here is that the KO doesn't mean that opponent has to KO this card. I can KO it with my own effect.
Yeah, and then you bring your guys for the chain, basically, or 4 drops.
Yeah. So from the beginning, maybe 1 drop. So I can play only 1 copy of this card. So that's pretty lame, but the second effect makes for it. So I create 1 life, my life, and I can play BR from my deck. So basically, Ba is also part of the chain, because he brings to my hand the BROLY BRs to the cost up to 5. And with that, I just complete the chain in my hand with this chain. So basically, for first 3 or 2 turns, I'm just playing this to get everything I want to the combo.
Okay.
Nice. Next one is a 3-drop. Well, I can play him without paying cost. activating swap from the BROLY one. And when I play him, I can play Paragus BR of a cost of 1 from my hand. And this is also nice combo because then I will search more for the BROLYs. I can pick one Unison of a specified cost of 1, or BROLY BR with undefined cost. So, for example, 6-drop or Unison if I don't have them in my opening hand. Then from the BROLY 3-drop, I can for 1 energy play the 4-drop. And this is when the fun begins, because people hate this moment. This card tells me that my opponents have to send 1 card from their hand to their warp until the end of their next turn. So they basically are short of the hand. And I can give 1 marker to my Unison, which also is awesome because my Unison needs many counters on it, markers on it. So for the effect -6, and I have to bump it really quickly to use the effect in a 3rd or 4th turn. And it also has swap 5. So
yeah, for 1.
For 1 energy. And 5-drop BROLY, those do exactly the same thing as the previous one in his auto, except for the critical and the base power, which is 30,000. So this is the first card that I'm starting to beat my opponents, because I just don't attack with 3 and 4-drop, because then my opponent can pick cards from their life to their hand.
Yeah, what I think is, sorry for interrupting you, what I think is really insane and powerful with this engine is that all of these key pieces basically swap for 1. Because like we had like swap Frieza, we had like Goku's lineage swap, and it all costs a lot to get them out, but this deck just swaps like insane for super cheap. This is crazy. Yeah,
exactly. And the next one is the one of boss monsters. So this is the 6-drop BROLY, and I can play him when my opponent have 3 energy or I have 4 energy. This is the condition that I have to make at my previous swap at the 5-drop. So when he comes in play, I get to choose 3 cards in my opponent's hand to send to warp. I often use it when I use 4 and 5 1 or 2 times. Then I use it because then I can get better cards of my opponent's hand. And it gives 2 markers to my Unison. So this is also an awesome opportunity for me to boost it quickly. Yeah, and 35k double crit like in the 3rd or 4th turn. It's also awesome.
Yeah, you're paying a heavy price if you're defending yourself against this. Like, it's insane. Yeah.
Well, the time when I played with Kale Unison, my record was to throw away 12 cards from my opponent's hand in 1 turn.
Insane, man.
Right now I'm trying just to make it more aggro. So the SCR, this is the reason that I built this deck. I have to send a 6-drop to the, well, this is the one of the conditions, one of the opportunities, but in my deck it's the only. I have to choose 1 mono red Cyan with a 35 original power, so from my battle area. So this is the only target. Send him to drop and play this one. And when this card come in play, my opponent literally doesn't have any combo power, and all his battle cards are weakened because of its permanent. And it gives my leader plus 10k power until the end of the opponent next turn. So for me, it's like another opportunity to survive next turn. Yeah. Because I don't have to combo that much, and my opponent doesn't have combo. So that's, for me, that's like 95% times the survival of the next turn.
Yeah, and if you have like any other BROLY BR, then like your leader is what, like he's 30k critical with this. Like shit, it's insane.
Yeah. And I also often use him just
Mm-hmm.
to get away of the 6 drop,
Mm-hmm.
because the 6 drop has a unique skill. So then
yeah.
I can play another one to throw away another 3 cards from my opponent's hand.
Nice.
We spoke about
Paragus and
and Ba. Yeah, but the best thing about them that they are often finishers because of the violent race.
Uh-huh.
When I boost them with the card that we'll talk about later, the Fearless Pan, it's possible for me to kill with them, especially when I have the SCR on play. Then I have 10k double, and with not combing too much, I can still take 2 lives if my opponent is on 2, for example. Yeah. So the Unison, I need to play him on the second turn. +1, I can give up to one of my opponent battle cards minus 5k. I often use it to destroy the Black Mask Cyan, because it destroys my deck. And when my opponent takes the cards from the life to the drop or to the hand, then he gets a marker. And the killer in this deck is the -6 effect. So I get to play 2 cards from my deck or my hand, up to cost to 3, power up to 19,000, and different names. So the 2 targets that I usually pick are Oblivion's Rampage, Son Goku, and Fearless Pan.
Yeah. Pen is when Pen enters. Yeah, we can talk about Pen now.
So when I play Pen, everything on my board gets double strike. All red battle cards get double strike and plus 5k. So the Pan boosts everything on my side of the field, like Ba, Paragus, but also the 5 drop, 6 drop, my leader even. Exactly. So if it's a turn that I used the Piccolo Junior skill, and I play the SCR, my leader gets to 35k double crit.
Nice. Yeah, that's... Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So next one is Oblivion's Rampage Son Goku, and the thing with this card is also boosting my deck, because critical is obvious, 15k, but with Pan it gets on the field with a 20, but the activate main skill is awesome. I get to burst 3 and KO one of my battle cards, red battle cards, and switch him to active mode. So I have like dual attack, 20k double crit, and also I can destroy, for example, the 1-drop BROLY, and activate the second auto of my leader, because KO isn't specified that my opponent has to do it. So I kill 1-drop, play 4-drop, and my opponent sends another card to the warp.
Yeah, okay, this is a pretty insane combo, man. Like, this is... Wow. I see how you're winning games with this, man. Like, this is crazy.
Okay, Yamcha, I haven't used it except for the energy, but I'm trying to keep one on my hand. For example, like someone tries to play
token
negates, or have some massive field that I see that I can remove something. So this is the only opportunity for them. For him, if I have this Unison, I'm not worried about the amount of markers at him. So I can pretty always play him from the start of the second turn.
Nice.
If I play him. The King Piccolo. Well, I play this as one of. It might be useful when my opponent has many blockers on his side of the field, and this is often used by me when I try to second time use the effect of Unison to play 2 battle cards. So I can play him, and I have 20k double strike on the field. So it's also some of the value.
Uh,
Raditz. Well, I have to filter through my deck,
Yeah.
so that's why I use him, because I can just throw away what I don't need and get 2 cards. So that's also a very good opportunity for me to get what I want from the deck. I don't have many opportunities to get, for example, 6-drop BROLY, so this is often the lifesaver for me.
Yeah, understand. Hey, it's one of the best red super combos anyway, so yeah, it's standard.
Yeah.
So your overall
This one.
of choice is
It's double strike crit, because it's well, I could use the Vegeta warp 1 from my opponent, but I think that sometimes my opponent leaves themselves at 2 lives or 3 lives, and for me to get them to 0 is better to use this one, because my opponent really doesn't have any opportunities to block themselves when I throw them cards from the hand. So I don't need 30k or more removals. For the removal, I use the BROLY Crown of Retribution to remove cards from hand. Yeah.
this card is stupid.
So I prefer the double strike crit than just single 30k.
Definitely.
Even if it's easier to combo out, I just this is also the cards that my opponents lost, so I can use another card on my advantage. Well, Planet Vampire, it's errated that I can use it only when I have battle cards. When I don't have battle cards on my side of the field. So basically, I really don't use it when I don't have a 1-drop in my starting hand. So at this tournament, I only used it once on my fifth round with the Philip, who took the first place. Next one is Strategies of Universe 7.
I love this card so much. I love it so much. It's
just basically, it gives barrier for every scion.
Yeah.
For me, it must have, I think. And the only times that I would side out these cards from my deck is when I play against yellow. Because of the Frieza, the 3-drop counter attack card that makes me to tap cards. If my cards have barrier, I can't tap them.
Yeah. This is an excellent card. 3 copies of Violent Rays. So I'm seeing more and more deck lists from this tournament. Setting up the standard that like now if you're playing red, you need to play like at least 3 copies of Violent Rays. So what do you think about this?
Yeah. Because the meta is so built up that the 20k monsters are just at every corner, so this is the best option for other players to survive for one turn. Because when the most decks now have the bodies of 20k or more, for example, my deck,
Yeah.
Exactly. But I have some ways to came through it, like I said, Paragus, the 1-drop BROLY even. Well, I haven't seen to use the effect on the Unisons for a long time.
Yeah, it's and sorry. The crazy thing that I've noticed is that every red deck that I've seen or covered for this event right now, everyone is siding Violent Rays, everyone is mainboarding Violent Rays, but every red deck, just like you have like Paragus or Ba, has a way to get, just like ignore them and hit face anyway. So it's crazy how adaptable red is right now. Like it's insane. No wonder it's like the best color in the game, man. Right now it's crazy.
And this is the best art I've ever seen.
Yeah, this art is absolutely amazing.
Well, BROLY.
Yeah.
I didn't had any opportunities to use him because I didn't had him in my hand, or when I had him, my opponent just lost all cards in their hand, so there was no point of using him. So on this tournament, for me, this was a dead card, unfortunately. The next Zedek, I haven't even used him.
Oh, you just have it. It's a standard. You put something in, and that's it. Yeah.
If I might need it, then okay, but I really didn't use it, so it was just there, but not to use for me. The main reason is that I usually don't combo until my last turn, so I even didn't have any cards in my Z energy to use him. So it was like that card for me. I'm just looking forward that the anniversary pack will give for BROLY some upgrade.
Yeah, we'll see. Like, a lot of things are getting so much love in the anniversary box. It's crazy. And all of that is good. Like, if BROLY gets, like, something Z battle card, then it's just insane. It's gonna be crazy. Let's go through your sideboard. Yeah. So, 2 testing the opposition.
Yeah. Yes, 2 testing the oppositions. Really, I didn't use them that much. I've just put them in one matchup or two matchups against Michal and the Philip. Yes, I played them at the first round, so the third, fourth, and fifth round. So I just lost them to them. The only persons that I lost are the first and second place. And it didn't help a lot because I haven't seen them even. What I think about it, it's an awesome card, but it burns me alive. So I do it with mine cards from my main deck too often. So this is just a little bit too much for me.
Yeah. So Reddit's here to fight blue, like.
Yeah, but blue, but I met one. I didn't even use it. I just won.
2 copies of Koitsukai.
Koitsukai on the yellow decks.
Yeah. It's pretty.
But I haven't played against any yellow deck, so, and green. Green also has the Frieza counterplay that can stop my deck. So that's the only reason that I use them, but I haven't met any green and yellow players, only 1 blue and 5 reds.
Yeah, you were unlucky, man. Like, just red all over. What about... Yeah, so King Vegeta Hidden Ambitions. So, 2 copies, right? Yeah, 2 copies of this card as well.
Yeah, 2 copies because I wanted to have something, like I said, for the blue, green. They have the cards, or like the red Imposing Presence, for example. This is also the counter that can save me a life. For just 1 energy, I can negate the effect of counter skill that was played without paying its original cost, and the cost was 1. So this is the only reason the activate main is just for nothing for me in this deck.
2 flights of the Grand Eagle
against Gogeta deck.
Yeah.
But well, at the tournament, I realized that it's used more often as a defense than the thing to end opponent. So I just wanted to be prepared for the heavy beat sticks. Yeah. Except the Gogeta, like for example Shenron or others, power creeps, because at the late game I can't afford to pay energy to activate counters, so I just use, for example, this to survive.
Vegeta dealing with floodgates and helping in Gamma, right?
I put this in my side only because of the Gamma, because this is the MVP of my games against Gamma. The stop of the 2-cost top 1 droid and then continue to kill my opponents.
Nice. 2 copies of Realm of the Gods, Ultra Instinct.
To get rid of the heavy boss monster for my opponents. I put them in the deck in 1 or 2 games, but I used it, I think, once to destroy. Well, I don't remember quite really now. It was 25k, but I don't remember what was it. Well, I think that's awesome card. That well, maybe it's not the massive removal, but it can make me a game by destroying 1 card that opponents can threat me.
And finally, King Vegeta's Imposing Presence.
Well, my favorite side card deck that I on the second day I put into the deck in exchange for BROLY Crown of the Retribution. When I have 3 lives or less, and I have them like on my 3rd round, I can, by throwing 1 card from my hand, I can summon it. So this is also like the way of help to survive me, but the main thing to remember is not to use it when previously you used the violent race.
Yeah, because that's bad if you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, when some card has multiple attacks, so it can get minus, but it can attack once more. So
yeah. So guys,
that wouldn't be too good for me.
Yeah. So this is the deck. This is the 7th place BROLY BR. PRZEMYSLAW, congrats. Do you have any shoutouts?
Of course, I have a large shoutouts to the Warsaw community, to Team Piwnica, where I come from, and to every player that were on the Zenkai Showdown.
Nice. Well, guys, this is the deck. PRZEMYSLAW, congratulations. This has been Davian, and I'll see all of you in the next video.